Yes, yes, yes. Live. Started a little bit early for all you early birds. What's going on? Not much going on here. Well, not really. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I tell you, a lot of stuff going on. Right quick. You can see Doug doing some domestics. Don't be fooled now. This ain't my normal thing here. I'm grabbing this right quick because we're kind of doing a different kind of live show. I'm going to show you guys what's going on.
Hello. Are you sitting down there?
I'm going to sit on the floor here. Yeah. Ooh, that's bright. That's the first sun we've seen in weeks. How about you guys where you're at? You guys been getting any sun going on? Because we sure are. What is that? What is that right? What is that right there? What is that right there? So yeah, we haven't. This is the first day, guys, that we've seen sun in weeks since I probably posted our last video. And since it's been gray and gloomy and cloudy, and then we got all this pandemic and everything going on, you know, I was just, you know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm putting together these videos right now. Ha! Just the honest to truth. I mean, just the honest to truth. So I'll just give you the honest to truth. See, I'm not doing this to make $1 bazillion, and I'm not trying to sell you guys all the neat stuff you can do to beat the coronavirus. I mean, we're just putting up videos to try to help you guys be more sustainable. Only agenda we have. So you're not going to see us ramping up our internet presence, you know, trying to make everybody watch us, because we're totally relevant to what's going on right now. But I'm just not trying to, you know, capitalize on that, because people are scared right now, you know. And, you know, I get some people want to know how to grow more food and be more self-sufficient, but I think a lot of people that are doing this are like pushing out all their programs and all their email stuff, and they just want that money. This pandemic is going to create a lot of money. But for us, because we just do this to help you guys out and we love it and we're having fun, I've always, if it turns into a job for me, I won't be doing it. There's Stacy with her volume on because she doesn't know any better, right?
Well, I had to.
You couldn't do it outside.
You're
always in trouble. She's always been in trouble lately. Hold on, I'm going to get this glare down a little bit. We'll see what's up.
All right. Let's see. There you go. I see everybody now. There's Richard and Brenda and Faye.
All right, let's see if this is a little better.
Andy Pettigrew, Colbert Ranch, Cold Beer Ranch, not Colbert.
Yeah, cold beer, cold butt. I've heard it all.
Lori, they don't know what you mean though.
Yeah, I know.
Hi guys.
What's going on? Yeah, you guys remember this, right? What the title says. You guys can do everything right, but you can still fail, right? So what's the lesson just behind the title of this video is to never give up. Like we're having this struggle right now. It's been about a 3-day struggle for us. And man, we were doing everything right. We've been following the directions, you know. It's like not working no matter everything we're doing right. So we don't give up. We just adjust, you know, and then we start trying a few other little things that aren't in the parameter of what's right. And maybe we make some progress. So that's what we're sharing with you guys. Is that kind of stuff. See, look at Doug's going to get in trouble too.
Yeah,
turn your volume off. And if you guys are liking it, I didn't even run the live stream through the phone today. I actually just have it set up on the laptop, so you shouldn't hear any notifications or anything like that. So what's going on? Can you guys hear me okay? Everything's looking good? Let me know. I'm waiting for your feedback before we finish or before we continue. Oh, yeah. Do you have your shirt on? Nope.
I'll go get it.
Go get it. We're going to talk about our shirts, too.
I'll go get it.
All right. I'm still waiting if you guys can hear me. Hear me fine. Christina. Good. Thanks, Christina. All right. I'll crew with Doug and Stacy. Greetings from Idaho. We can hear you just fine. I knew my voice traveled. Oh. Yes, I can. I hear you just fine. We hear you good because I got something to say. All right, so here's what's been going on. We've had rain, and more rain.
And snow. We had a ton
We had
of
snow.
And it all melted. We got like 3 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's been totally nuts as far as this weather stuff goes.
We have had so much moisture. This is the most moisture I think I can ever remember.
The ground is super soggy. We won't be getting any of our crops in on time, as far as that goes, maybe.
I was out there trying to put in a few onions just now.
Yeah. And then there's a t-shirt. All right. All right. So I don't know. How do you guys want to go about this? What do you want to do first? You tell me what you want to do first. You want to talk about the topic of the video? You want to shoot the breeze? You want to talk about the t-shirt? What do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about that Afghan right there? That's pretty nice. There's one by Stacy. She says, oh, that looks good on camera. There's the lamps. Oh, if you're new around here, maybe you just click the video because it came up as a recommended live feed. My wife and I live in a log cabin that we built ourselves.
And you can never dust enough because everything gets dust on it living here. Go ahead.
We grow and harvest most of our own food. We live 100% off rainwater. We use a composting toilet, and we teach people on YouTube and Facebook how to become more sustainable, how to grow your own food, how to get your gut health in order so you can be healthy and happy. And, you know, when you're 50 and 60 like us, you can be spry and energetic and, you know, be healthy and happy. That's what we like. You like that? So that's what we talk about here on our channel. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button or you never saw us before, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you get all notifications. So whenever we drop a video, which will become more frequent, I promise, you'll be able to get all the latest updates that we do. We talk about living off grid, sustainable lifestyle. We talk about health, nutrition from the garden. We talk about no politics, no religion, no corona. But we're just fun to hang out with, we think, and we like sharing with you guys.
And say hi to Mel.
Hi,
Nikki
Mel.
Roberts from Hawaii.
Nikki Roberts. Just like her daughter's just like her mom now. I'm seeing the resemblance. It's getting better every day. I was watching you guys on Facebook, cracking me up.
Yeah, Allison's getting older and older.
Yeah, I told Stacy she's losing her baby face. She's starting to get that like preteen look.
Yeah.
She's losing her little baby face. Elderberry clippings are doing good.
I just planted a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'd have to tell you where so you don't cut them down or anything. And
yeah.
I've been sticking them everywhere I can find them because we put them. If you guys watch that video I did, the last one with Terry, I had kept a bunch of them in jars, the cutting, and I put like a wet paper towel and we put them down in the root cellar. So they were really starting to sprout really good. And I thought, oh, one day it wasn't really that rainy. And so I went stuck them in some areas. So I put them all over where I do the bird feeders and all over the place. So I'm just sticking them wherever out in the woods. So I have lots of elderberry. All
right. We're going to spend a little bit of time real quick answering your questions first. I think we should do that first. So all you guys that showed up, you know, there's 400 of you here. We're going to go ahead and take some time, answer some questions. If you have a question, put it in all caps. We'll answer those for you the best we can. And that way we can answer some of these questions for people that are new here or are just wanting to ask some questions. And then we'll get on with where we just talk and y'all just listen. All right. All right. Thanks, Flint, Michigan, for watching our live stream for the first time.
Yay!
Linda. All right. Hit those thumbs up. Yeah, where are we at here? I'm going to monitor that. If you guys aren't helping us out now, that'll be sad. Only 121 thumbs up, 400 people watching. It's free, folks. Just reach your hand right over there and hit that thumbs up.
Test Pilot wants to know about the bees.
Okay, so what that does, though, the thumbs up actually helps the video analytics. So YouTube, a lot of people are thumbs up in this live show. It must be pretty good. So they actually send it out to more people that aren't our subscribers. So when you guys do that for us, it helps, you know, bring more people into the movement so they can grow food and learn how to do this stuff. All right. So what was the question about the bees? Both hives made it, and they are super
really good.
strong.
They're all over the place. Yeah.
I'm going to do a video probably this week. It's been a little cool to actually crack in there, you know, like we're getting these spikes warm and then it goes right back down pretty quick. So when we get some kind of a couple of days warm, I'm going to open them up, show you guys what's going on in there. And for all y'all that were going to Layman's, that event has been canceled in April in Kidron, Ohio. So we're not going there. Sorry about that. There might be something later on in the year. We just got to see how all this craziness breaks loose. But the Homesteading Life Conference still on schedule. No problem. Okay. So don't worry about that. If you guys want to come to Hannibal, Missouri in August and hang out with us, we're working on our second keynote speaker right now. Should be pretty good. and we're gonna have a good time. So we'll see y'all in August in Hannibal, Missouri.
Yeah.
All right. How many square feet is your home? Lacey, our place is a little under 600 square feet. And there's a loft upstairs that we sleep in. And when we're old, I'm just going to have to drag her up these ladders here. Y'all are worried about these ladders when we get old. I'm going to put an elevator in, and we'll tie the horse up to it, and then we'll pull it up.
Well, it'll be just like in gymnastics when you do the parallel bars, you know, uneven. We'll just kind of swing on up there. So I want to know about the raised beds, how high they are. They're tired.
2 feet.
2 feet high.
2 feet high, 8 feet long, typically. Some are a little longer and have different shapes. You can make them any way you want. It's really easy, guys. If you just get 8-foot boards, because that's an inexpensive board. If you use white pine or cedar. And actually, if you go to homesteadinglifeconference.com, our website for the conference, there's a free PDF download that all you have to do is just say, give it to me, and put your information in there, and I'll send you a free PDF. It's got the directions how to get a raised bed put together. It has a material list, everything that you're going to need, and it's super easy to follow along with. A lot of people downloaded that last time we offered it up. So I just kind of left it on the conference website for you guys, so you can walk yourself through how to make raised beds. Raised beds
are where it's at.
If you guys are even paying any attention to YouTube, and you've been watching all these YouTubers for a while, I bet you're seeing some of those YouTubers with all that mulch flung around talking about raised beds now, because raised beds is where it's at. Me and Stacy are just a little ahead of the curve.
We need a bumper sticker. Raised beds are where it's at. It is. Yeah. I mean, out there just now, I was sitting on the edge, just doing my little onions, getting my little hand hoe. I mean, it is the best. I love them. And he's making me 5 more. How many more are you making me?
5 more.
5 more.
Is it too late to start your potatoes? Start them now.
Well, it depends where are you from, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sooner the better.
Yeah. But don't worry about zones. Okay. That's another thing we're going to talk about this year, as far as gardening goes, is zones and time for growing things. All you have to do is just pay attention from seed to maturity, how many days you have, and then you can actually figure out if your area can actually produce it before, or produce it during its growth. Right, yeah. Right. So don't let the zone stuff fool you. So we got all of our sweet potatoes are over there on the counter in front of the window, juicing up, looking beautiful.
Oh, they're in the water. I'm getting my little slips, my sweet potatoes. So if you have it, and then here's a little note about sweet potatoes, and I'm going to show you guys.
She's going to show you right now. See, this channel is action. That's another thing. During the rain, I don't like to just sit in the rockers anymore. I like to be moving around. So maybe I'll have to sit in the rockers. I feel like if we're going to bring you guys this and ask that when you come here, we want to see action and mobility and stuff going on and just learn stuff. So sometimes I just been having this thing about doing videos sitting in the chairs. Ha!
Okay, so little quick note about sweet potatoes. If you grow, this is a purple potato, like the Malachi, the Hawaiian sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
When you go ahead to put them in the water with your toothpicks and then put it in the water like that, they grow very quickly. They get the slips very quickly. Now, here is the regular.
On the other hand,
the jewel or the garnet or, the orange sweet potatoes.
The orange sweet potatoes take a long
time. Do you see how long? I'm getting the roots at the bottom.
So don't give up.
Yeah.
And you can do everything right with these and still fail.
Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't work.
Yeah.
And if you get some that have been sprayed with inhibitors or something, try to get organic ones.
Save your ones from, if you grow them yourself, save some from the year before.
Yep.
But like these, you just keep letting them go. But like if you're in a pinch and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to grow some slips, and maybe you don't have enough time because it takes about 120 days or so for them to come to maturity. So maybe get a different variety, like the purple sweet potatoes, they'll go really quick. So look at the difference. And I have already given it a little haircut. Once they get to be about 6 inches tall or so, then you're going to go ahead and put them in, some water so they can root, and then you go ahead and plant them. When it gets warm enough. For sweet potatoes, your ground temperature needs to be nice and warm. They don't like it cold. So I have a while before I'm going to plant these guys, I think.
Well, do you get the same amount of sweet potatoes you plant? I've been Nanny Grandma. You get the same amount of potatoes with a sweet potato as you would with a regular potato.
Are you talking about it underneath like your crop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is sweet potatoes, and it depends on what kinds you get. Like the purple ones are going to be a little smaller, but a lot of those orange ones that you get, the orange varieties, they're going to be huge. Some of them are going to be huge. So I would probably think you're going to get bigger sweet potatoes if you do like the garnet or the jewel, your orange ones compared to, you know, the purple ones, I probably get the same amount. Yeah. I never even thought about that though, but yeah, I mean, weight-wise, yeah, you get pretty much. I probably get more weight-wise than sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. We plant a lot of sweet potatoes, and I do get a lot of them. And I love to see what they look like, how big you can get them, you know, get one the size of your head. We should have a contest and see, let's see by the end of this season who can have the biggest sweet potato. We have to have a little check later on in the season. All right.
Why did you make the root cellar in ground instead of above ground? What are the pros and cons? A root cellar cannot be above ground because the root cellar will get hot. You want to keep the root cellar cool. So traditionally, root cellars are in the ground. And if you build a root cellar above the ground, you'll need to cover it with dirt to protect it from the sun and the heat. That's what I know. So
okay, let's go back to sweet potatoes now.
Sweet potatoes, go back.
So someone asked about how do you do it when to plant them. So see this right here, guys? And then here are the ones that I pulled off. You don't cut it or anything. All you do, let me show you. See how they're sticking out like this? See how they're on top? Yep. All I'm going to do is...
You just pull it right off,
I don't want it to
right at the base.
I pull it off at the base just like this.
Yep.
And then I just stick it in my little glass of water like you're having flowers.
Yep. And it'll just create roots.
And they can stay in here for a while.
That's a whole bundle right there. We've already been picking them off, you know.
And they sell these in the store. Or they sell
that's
them.
Like $10 right there. Yeah, that's like $10, guys. Start your sweet potato slips and sell the hell out of them. $10 a bundle.
There's a job, you know. Yeah. You have a little business from
usually home. For $10 you get like 12 or what is it, 12?
10 or 12.
Yeah, it's like they're like $1, $2 a piece. So maybe in today's climate you could get 5 and sell them online.
No.
Everything's getting jacked up, man.
Yeah, the gas prices are going down.
They better go down. I got some good videos coming up for you guys. If I can ever get motivated again. You know, guys, I'll be honest with you. You want to hear some truth? I'm going to spit some truth, especially for Tara Panul who's on here. Her and her husband started their YouTube channel. The stuff can drain you. All right. I'm just telling you straight. Anybody out there putting up those videos, grinding them out every single day. We did it for 2.5 years. Right. So I've been doing it for a long time, and we've had videos up for 4 years. Well, I mean, we've been on YouTube for like 4 years or something, but 2.5 years, we put them up every single day. And, you know, we really worked hard to grow our channel, but it's a lot of drain, a lot of stress and stuff like that. So I'm just not going to put myself in a spot where I'm stressed and all this stuff. And I'm just not doing it. So we put these videos up for fun for you guys, and that we love to do that. We love our conference that we put together because we like to see you guys and hang out with you, and knowledge is power. So
here, do show the sweet potatoes for Sheila.
Sheila,
see closer.
See closer.
Okay,
there's a sweet potato.
Take one off and show I did it and put it in the water.
I don't have to do all that. You just
wanted to see.
Pull it off right there. See how it connects to the potato right there? You just pull it off at the base and put it in the water. It's not that hard. The camera's focusing in and out.
Put it in there.
Don't be hard-headed. Oh, see what I mean? Okay, so any more questions?
And then,
we're trying to get to them.
Check Simple Life with Chris and Tara. That's
yeah, go check out their YouTube channel. They just started their YouTube channel.
Give them a shout out.
They've been Homestead homies for a long time.
And she's a moderator.
They've been to our house and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, no stress is best. That's right. I mean, it's just too much, right? I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. I like this fine line. We came out here to be quiet and be still and grow food and hang out with each other. And then my friend said, what you guys are doing is really cool. You could really help a lot of people and share it on YouTube. You know, it was never like a business for us. We were posting videos before they monetized videos. And I don't know. It's just, I got this different mindset about it. I could turn this into a big old business. I mean, that's for sure. But I don't know. I might be stupid for not doing it, but it's just how I am, I guess. Silly me.
All right. So Dave wanted to know any tips about, he's starting to make yogurt. So tips about making yogurt, just do it. It's easy. And the more you practice, it's really not hard to do. Making homemade yogurt's easy. You can do it with regular milk from the grocery store, or you could do it from, you know, raw milk that you get if you have a cow or a goat, or if you have, you know, somebody that you can get it from. It's very simple to make. The only difference is when you have milk from the store, make sure that you heat it to 180 degrees. And then when you have your enzymes are already destroyed with 180 degree store-bought milk. But then if you have raw milk, You just want to go up to about maybe 118 degrees or so you don't kill and destroy the enzymes. And simple. My trick when I lived on grid and I made homemade yogurt, because I used to get raw milk when we lived in town, is after you do everything you're going to do to make your yogurt, I always stuck mine in the oven with the light on. Right. Don't turn the oven on. I just wrapped it in a towel, left it in overnight, and the next morning you would have your yogurt.
How many times did you turn the oven on while the yogurt was in the oven?
One time I did turn it on in the morning to do something, and I caught my towel on fire.
Yeah, so be careful. Careful out there. You can do everything right. Still fail. Yeah.
And if you have any specific questions about yogurt, hit me up.
Yeah.
Are your dandelions ready there yet?
Not yet.
No flowers. We're getting some like little leaves, but that's about it. It's been crazy, guys. The rain here has just been very depressing, and so much rain. You literally sink up to your places that never would have any problems when it would rain a lot. You would squish in. We are literally sinking like to our knees. I mean, our boots are all the way up. It's so wet here.
As much as we want. We can store as much water as we want here on the farm. But right now we have 3,000 gallons, and then probably another 5, 6, 7, 8, probably another 1,000. We can probably keep about 4,000 gallons on hand, just hanging out, waiting on our usage.
Outdoor kitchen about when are we ready to open it? Well, we're kind of always using the outside kitchen. And actually today I was in there kind of cleaning off the tables and everything. We have a little refrigerator out there that we got from Layman's, little propane refrigerator. And we keep some stuff out there, and I use it. The dog's food's out there, and I'm out there all the time. That's like my big open refrigerator if I want to put things out there throughout the winter. So it's really kind of open all year, but I'm starting to clean it up now so it'll look pretty for videos to make things out there with you guys, and so we can start hanging out there more.
Hey, Test Pilot. I mean, we don't swap spit or nothing, but me and Dr. Leo are very good friends. We talk on the phone often about bees and whatnots. He's a speaker at our conference. If you guys want to come and hear him throw down on some bees in August, you can come to Hannibal, Missouri. He's going to talk about natural beekeeping and making money with bees, so you guys can make money off the homestead. Because I think making money at home is kind of being popular right now. The homesteading lifestyle is about to explode, folks.
I think so.
We've been telling you for 4 years to get your gut health in order, start your market garden. That's why we have Curtis Stone coming down this year to talk to you guys about making 6 figures with a market garden. We have friends doing that. I mean, every piece of information that we show you guys, we're not just hanging out making YouTube videos, but we're seriously, with a teacher's heart, trying to show you guys how you can live this lifestyle. And just slow down a little bit, spend more time with your family and more time on things that are important and, important to us. And everybody has their own different importance. But I mean, that's just what we've been trying to teach you guys, and gut health. And I mean, look at how all that stuff is ringing true, like in this time that we're in right now. So just take this information and quit waiting for tomorrow and start making those steps.
Mary Louise wants to know, she's asked a few times about how to go back and do the thumbs up.
Okay, so, are you on a phone or are you on a laptop? That's the first thing we need to know. So respond with that, and then we'll walk you through it.
And then Candace, they're from Washington State. Her husband and herself, they are off grid now, and they are running water and learning a lot.
Check it out. If you guys are watching on your phone, I'm going to show you real quick. You got to X out of the chat, right? And then there you see all the stuff, and then you hit the thumbs up. Right there. Oh no. Hit the thumbs up right there, and then go back to live chat right there, and then you'll go back to your chat. Okay, so I just walked you through how to do it on your phone. If you're on your laptop, all you have to do is look underneath the video, and you're going to see a thumbs up. It's pretty simple. Man, see what I mean? Teacher's hard up in here, teaching you everything. Do I have any suggestions on what would be the best vegetables to begin growing? The ones you eat. Those are good ones.
That's for sure, because I think a lot of people, when you first start out, you want to try to grow everything. And that's the thing. It's like, well, what am I going to do with all this eggplant? Or what am I going to do with all these peppers that I don't like? So grow things that you do like, that that will grow well in your area. But most everyone does like onions. And potatoes, and they're good to start like right at the beginning of the season. So you can go to your farm and home if you don't have, a place where you can get them. And the farm and home generally has those. You can get, and a lot of the stores carry them. And I would do onions and potatoes to start with, because they're very simple to do. We just need, some good compost dirt and just push them in. The onions are simple. We've done a lot of videos on onions. I have to pride myself. I grow very good onions. That was my thing that I wanted to do when we first moved here, because I had seen one of the Amish guys and he had onions like this huge. And I'm like, I want to do that. So I set my sights to having good onions, and I learned how to do it right. And
master of one.
I am good. Yeah, be master of one. I was like, that's what I'm going to try to learn how to do good now. So onions are good. So I'll move on to some other things now and try to get better and better. But that's the thing. Try these things that you do like. Everyone likes lettuce and greens. Those are so easy to grow. Radishes are easy to grow, 21 days for most of them. You know, things that are kind of quick that you can feel successful, but those things are, you know, pretty good and easy. And then tomatoes, of course, are good, and peppers. But and then experiment with some other things. That's the whole cool thing about gardening. There's so many things that you can grow, and then you'll find out what you like and what you don't like, and it's just kind of fun.
And if all y'all are thinking nobody's hitting the thumbs up, they really are. You got to refresh your screen, because there's like 460 thumbs up right now. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Yay. We don't ask for much.
I love ghee. I make it all the time. So easy. And if you guys aren't starting to make ghee, you should, because it is good and easy, and it's very shelf stable, and it lasts a long time, and it's so good for you. I did a video on that too. So you need to be making ghee. There's
Squirrely Acres. He's hangs out over at Idaho Hillbillies, friend of ours. And I do crazy stuff, guys. I go watch other people's videos, and I left a comment. I gave away one of Idaho Hillbillies t-shirts on his channel for his people. You know, just because I'm a team player.
Move over and you're blocking me.
Somebody, you know, the person who won the t-shirt's actually here right now. So
oh, cool.
That was pretty cool. Idaho Hillbilly said, I never seen nobody do that before. So I don't know, it's just whatever, man. You can't, you know, you don't ever see a U-Haul following behind a hearse, do you? So we like to spread the love around. You know, we got a bunch of giveaways coming up too. We've teamed up with Layman's.
We should do one today.
Layman's.
Let's do one today. Yeah, I think we need to do
told you
one.
It's a structured system.
Okay.
I've already told you this.
Okay.
Boy, I tell you guys, this stuff I'm battling here. We got the giveaways coming, and we're going to do them. And they're $65 gift cards to Layman's, because it's their 65th business.
And you guys get to enjoy it with them.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving those out. So you guys got to make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, getting those notifications, because we're going to be doing that pretty soon. And we're going to post videos a lot more frequently. And now we're going to talk about...
Someone wants to know how we take a shower in the winter. Leslie does. How do we take a shower in the winter, Doug?
We just rag wash in the sink or on the steps, depends on the temperature, with a little warm water. We go to friends' houses. I mean, you want to know, she goes to her aunt's house when she spends the night in town, which she's not doing now.
Basically, we used to have a bathtub in the house where we used to take it in the wintertime, because the shower next door with our Amish hot water heater is not finished yet. So we'll have actual shower next door very soon.
Yeah.
So right now we're kind of in an interim where we don't have a shower access. So if you guys really want to know, last week I washed my hair and took a bath in the hydrant in the garden.
Yeah.
In the cold water.
Cold water shower.
Then I get jugs of water, and then I make them warm, and then I just take them outside. And actually I went over where our shower is outside. We have our outside shower, and that's what I did. So we are living off grid.
You guys, I mean, necessity is the mother of invention. You know, what's going to happen when you go to turn on your water and it doesn't work at your house for some reason? What if the hurricane comes through, or tornado, or whatever? I mean, start thinking about this stuff. I mean, you got to be inventive. Don't, you know, it's not everything. It's just not A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's why I put this video out today, because you can do everything right and still fail. We're going to talk about it.
Move over a little bit.
I'm trying.
No, you got to move that way.
But I'm blocking the baby lamb. Everybody's looking at the lamb.
Oh.
It's all about you.
See it? No,
Stacy wants everybody to see her pants.
No, I don't. You're like in my way, and I can't see with your big head.
Look at you. She bends down behind me. You see what I'm going through here, guys?
I don't like that.
No, why are you bending down? Why are you scrunching down?
Because I'm here, and then you're in front of me.
This is fine. You're right there.
They're fine now.
Look, Stacy wants more FaceTime, okay?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't like that. Go back where you were. He's going to get it. You better watch out. When we turn this off, he's going to get it.
I'm all fired up, man. I got cabin fever. All right. Get your tickets here. Homesteading Life Conference. Yeah, calm down, Doug. Leave Stacy alone. Oh, they always side with Stacy. It's always the girl that gets the poor Stacy. Slap them, Stacy. Oh man, we don't get into that stuff. How dare you even say that? We don't do slap you around here. All right. What are some natural anti-inflammatories and immune boosters?
Garlic, 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 garlic,
Garlic and honey, garlic and honey, garlic and honey.
Garlic is so wonderful for your immune system. Echinacea is wonderful for your immune system. I mean, all these things we can grow here. You know, if you're not doing it, I would definitely start into it. I always say about 4 cloves of garlic is equivalent to, it's not an antibiotic, but that's how it affects the body. It's very good for your immune system. So elderberry is wonderful. You know, it's really loaded in vitamin C and anthocyanins, and it's really good for you. You're, like I was saying, echinacea. And the big thing you got, okay, let's talk about it. Your body, if viruses are not going to make you sick, your body has 380 trillion viruses going on in your body right now. So how come some people get sick and some people don't get sick? It's because basically their immune system isn't where it needs to be. Maybe they have some kind of pre-existing condition, such as, you know, maybe diabetes, or maybe they have autoimmune issues, or things are going on in their body. Maybe their gut health isn't right. So this is your time. This is everyone's big shot in the arm right now to start cutting the amount of sugar that they're eating in their diet. Sugar is your enemy. It's so bad for your body, and it's going to lower your immune system, raise your insulin levels. It just wreaks havoc on your body. It's not good for your brain. It's not good for anything. So, and then making sure that you're making your food from home. And here's another one. People aren't going out as much too. People ate out all the time. You're not using like all these bad oils that they use and processed foods and things. So eating real food, try to eat live food, try to start fermenting your food. Did you guys know if you make kimchi or sauerkraut, okay, looking at something like an orange or an apple or berries or whatever, let's say you're going to get 50 to 100 grams of your vitamin C from those things. You look at something when it's been fermented, especially sauerkraut or kimchi, you're going to get like 7 times more vitamin C, and it's so helpful for your body. So starting to implement these things to your body, you know, the vitamin C is wonderful for your immune system. So the garlic, I was saying echinacea, you know, onions are really good. All these things just to try to help keeping you healthy. Eating when you're hungry. Don't eat when you're not hungry. You know,
don't eat and lay down.
And actually at our conference, Dr. Henderson's going to be talking about intermittent fasting. So he's going to be doing a little talk on that too. So I thought that would be interesting, and everybody would appreciate that. And he's awesome. So a lot of guys that came to the Homesteading Life conference, and Dr. Henderson was there. He's awesome. He is a homesteader too. He's got lots of experience with animals and everything, and he's a very smart man, and is really he's awesome to listen to. So he'll be there. And just start, you know, try to look at your plate, try to eat live food with every meal. You know, you could do kombucha, homemade yogurt, your kefirs, sprouting, doing microgreens, your salads, things from the garden. Just try to eat something alive, and just, you know, try not to eat so much dead food. As I say, don't cook and have everything cooked. Don't just have some potatoes and a piece of meat. You know, you need to have color in your plate. Look at your plate. Does it look like the rainbow? And you guys can do it. You can do it. And then get out. And here's the other thing. I always talk about a pie. You have different pieces of the pie. One thing is not going to make you healthy. You need all of them. You need to be getting your sleep. That is number one out of anything that I'm going to talk about today. Getting your sleep. It is so important. Everything, it'll reset. Your body will heal itself mentally, physically. It's going to help. Your sleep is so, so important. Not be going to bed at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You need to get 7, 8 hours of sleep or so. And then from there, you need to get outside. You need to get sunlight for your vitamin D. As well as another one that you need is vitamin A is so crucial for your cells and for your body. Vitamin A is very, very, very important. So making sure that you're getting, you know, good, you know, and our farm fresh eggs are loaded in vitamin A too. So just know if you guys have your, you know, chickens or your geese or your ducks, those are good to have because it's good for that. And getting the outside time, getting movement, going for walks, you know, getting your heart rate elevated. You know, and you want to get your lymphatic system going. You know, it's like a pump. You have your lymph nodes all throughout your body, and that's going to get rid of all the garbage and all the junk out of you because we're all very toxic. So you need to move and get the pump moving. So you know, if you're going to go walking or getting a rebounder to bounce, that's really good. If you can get one of those, especially if we're inside a lot, that would be something that you might want to invest in. And let's say you're in a wheelchair, you can't really move so much, getting a dry skin brush, and you can dry skin brush yourself, and it feels really good, and it's so good for your body, and it only takes a few minutes. You brush your teeth every day, you can implement dry skin brushing. So it's easy. We did a video on that. It's very funny. We did it on the front porch.
You guys, if you guys want to see any of our videos, like we're talking about the honey and garlic, just type in honey, garlic, off grid. Just type in skin brushing off grid. Just type in, you know, growing onions off grid, and all our videos will come up that pertain to that. So super easy way to search our library, other than just going to our home page and then using the magnifying glass and typing in a specific search. So, but if you just type up kind of what you're looking for and then put off grid at the end of it, all of our videos will come up. Oh, and Lacey, you asked about canning versus fermenting. I want to explain this to you on any live food, right? When you heat to a certain level, milk, food, greens, I mean, just anything, it starts to kill the live bacteria in the food. Enzymes. Okay. Enzymes. So I have a saying, Stacy doesn't like it, but it's canning kills, because canning requires you to bring all of your spoils up to a high temperature to preserve it. Okay. So now you've just killed all of the beneficial bacteria. You've killed everything in there, and then you put it away on your shelf, and that's what you're going to eat later. So basically it's almost just a filler, right? I mean, you're going to get some nutrients out of it, but not as much if you ferment. We don't ferment every single thing. Stacy will tell you what she likes and doesn't like, and what things she still can't. Yeah. Like canning, I always say I do anything tomatoes, because when you heat the tomatoes, one thing, you get so much more lycopene, and lycopene is excellent for your body. It's a wonderful antioxidant. It's really good for men and their prostate, and is just awesome. It's just a wonderful thing. So salsas, and I do both. I can them, and I also do a lot of salsas that are fermented. And fermented salsas taste just like salsa, and they taste great. Even like I got my salsa, I always tell everybody my salsa lasts like a year easy, and I can make it through. And I haven't heated it up or anything. It just stays downstairs. Sometimes it gets, if some people freak out when they ferment and they get that white film on top and they think it's mold. Generally it's chyme yeast, K-A-H-M, and it's kind of a waxy top. It's just no big deal. You can take it off. Some people just mix it up in there, and it's not going to hurt you. And like I have tons of ferments downstairs that I did from last year that we've been eating on. I have peppers that I've done, and I just did some kimchi, some sauerkraut we're eating on. And I mean, my ferments are doing good. They last pretty much as regular canned food, and it's live, and I'm getting probiotic benefits, and it's just so good for us. So right now we're still eating fresh from the garden from last year, because all of our stuff's fermented down in our root cellar, and it tastes fabulous. Well,
and it was so funny. I was talking to my friend Jody down the street. It's like our parsley, because we kind of had a mild winter here.
Yeah, everything's stayed up.
Yeah, I still have so many greens. I have them out in the garden, and then out front. And this is kind of a first this year, because normally it gets pretty cold here. Yeah. So
we've had a mild winter.
Yeah.
But we've had lots of wet. That's for sure, man. It seems like it's been raining, snowing, and being wet since, late summer last year.
Well, and the fun, I was over at Amish last week, and all of them now are talking about, because I talk about it all the time, they're going to start getting raised beds, and a lot more are, because they're sick and tired of waiting so long to plant, because you can't, because it's been so wet here. So they're all having their husbands make them raise beds so that they can plant some things.
I mean, you guys, we don't just make this stuff up. We're living it. So when we tell you guys it's better, it's because we've already done all that other stuff, and we're like, man, this is better. We're pretty with it. I mean, we're not just going to say it just to say it. I wanted to say something real quick to Janet. Thanks for checking in on us and sending us an email and worrying about our health and all that stuff. Appreciate that. That was very nice of you. A lot of people sent us emails wondering where we're at. What's up, Pennsylvania? Okay, I forget where I'm at. Somebody else has. If we don't answer your question, just keep putting it up in all caps, and we'll try to get to it. Which means we'll have a lot of bugs this summer, right? My one buddy lives down in town, and I've seen some here. Ants are already out. They're already all over the place. My one buddy has them all over his place. So.
And when I made that sourdough, I think it was our last live stream, I had a Japanese beetle on my sourdough bread.
Yeah. Okay. Our Air Force Life said, did we prep for coronavirus? Dude, we're prepped, period. It doesn't matter what goes on out there. If I didn't have my phone and the internet to post these videos, I wouldn't even know about some coronavirus, because I'm just, you know, I shut the gate and I don't even have to really leave here that much. So, and I'm putting a few more things in place right now, just to help with being able to shut the gate and sustaining ourselves for a while.
Won't you?
Yeah, that'll be in some videos coming up.
Okay.
Stacy, we get all of our elderberry stuff from River Hills Harvest, but they're all sold out. So
he's got cuttings, doesn't he?
Nope. Sold out of every little single thing that they sell. First off, from our video that came out before the coronavirus, and then all you guys freaked out when coronavirus came, so y'all ran over there. I don't even know if I should be saying that. They're probably going to demonetize my video. Then you guys ran over there and bought out all of it. He's sold out of everything. I don't know when he's going to get them or what goes on there. Stacy, does fermented garlic taste mild, similar to the way fermented onions do?
Yes. Yes. Garlic is great, because you can't go and eat. Of course, when I was talking about the immune system, if you can eat it raw, it's going to be the best, of course. And the easiest way to eat garlic raw, like when I make my salads or do anything, I use my Pampered Chef garlic press. And then that way it's not as bad as if you would just eat the clove raw by itself. But when you ferment it, you can just eat the clove. It's great. So when I make my kimchi, or if I'm putting some garlic in some peppers, or I'm doing garlic in some carrots, and then I go ahead and I eat it, it tastes it's just like a pickle. It's kind of sour.
Why don't you give him a tip on how he can use his frozen elderberries harvested last year?
What tip to do with frozen elderberries? You could use it in your like let it go to room temperature and use them and put them in kombucha and flavor your kombucha with it. What do you hear? You hear the wind?
I'm looking for the bottle. Just keep going.
River Hills?
Just keep going.
Downstairs.
No, just keep going.
So you could do that. You have now. Is it juice? I didn't hear the whole question.
No, they have the frozen berries, and they want to know what to do with them.
Okay. You could also make some tinctures. You could do tinctures where you go ahead and go ahead and put some vodka in there. So I would do.
We have a video. Just direct them to the video. I'll take put some vodka in there. I mean, people are going to be walking around drunk.
I did do a tincture video on how to do elderberry tincture.
How to make elderberry tincture.
You can make syrup. So if you want to, I have another video on elderberry syrup, so you can learn how to do like a syrup where you can put like, and actually Terry and I did one on our video. So you need to go back and watch. We did 3 or 4 things on there that we used the elderberries. So all those things that you have the elderberries, the fresh ones and are frozen. I would go ahead and go back to that old video and it'll show you exactly how to do it. We did a chutney. We did lots of things, medicinal. So go back to that video. It's the last elderberry video that we did.
Yeah, Terry was here on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a couple 100,000 views on it, so pretty easy to find it. Any recommendations for where to order elderberries that are in stock? I need my, nope, I really don't.
Yeah, a lot of people are out.
My #1 trusted source guy, I wouldn't recommend anybody else. I mean, I don't know anybody else that I can really truly trust. And I know Terry does a good job with his stuff. He doesn't add anything to it. They harvest them. He's the largest guy in the world.
I think he has juice. He has juice.
Yeah, you possibly could have juice.
If you guys want to order juice, he still has it because I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can do that.
She's a multitasker. Brenda works out on our elliptical and takes notes.
Good job, Brenda.
The player. All right, so now we're going to talk about the t-shirts because the girls are going to start dropping, and guys are going to start dropping the links for the t-shirts. And we never really got a chance to do this, guys. I totally dropped the ball, and then with the weather, and I quit making videos. But our friend Eric, Life and Farmland, needs a freaking hand, and we're going to reach out and we're going to give him some love, okay? And so what we're going to do is when we sell these t-shirts, we usually do the t-shirts to help fund projects here on the homestead. But what we're doing is we're taking proceeds from our t-shirts for this one and the next one that we're going to do, and we're going to donate that money to Eric and Life and Farmland. So you guys are kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're helping out our homestead, and plus we're going to help out his homestead. So the girls are going to drop links for you guys. If you want to get this t-shirt, I like it plain and simple. This is hot off the presses, and the time's running out on getting them. So you guys help us out with getting those. And then we're going to take proceeds from this, and we're going to do a video about it. We're going to let you guys know where it ended up. But the more of you guys that can get a t-shirt, the more we can send a check to him and his wife. And we want to do that, to help out, guys. This is actually community. I mean, these people, y'all Bandana Grandma, Tara Panule, Debbie Pettigrew, all these people, we know you and you're like family to us. And if you guys go down, we're there for you. All right. And that's what, oh, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm going to start crying too. Stop it. All right. That's what community is about. All right. It's not, I can't pay my bills, send me some money, but things happen outside of our control. And if we can pull together as a community and then take that and just hammer it, then we can really make a difference as a collective. Okay. And so Eric, Life in Farmland, we're gonna do something with him and help him out. I'm gonna do some videos about it, but I thought I'd mention it here in this live show so you guys could go get
people want to know about Eric.
The t-shirt. Eric's having a kidney failure. Okay, he's had some issues and now he needs a transplant, and he's really having a hard time. He's got a young child and a young wife, they're a young family. So there's a lot of uncertain stuff going on with them right now, right? I mean, can you imagine how scary it is? So we don't want them to live in fear. So we're gonna send them that love, and they got a GoFundMe thing going up. I don't have the link. If you guys can find the link for Eric's GoFundMe, you're welcome to post it here. And we're just gonna do what we can for him, and help his family out, And just like all of our homestead homies, if it really gets down to the brass tacks and we're all you got, we're here for you, because you guys are here for us. I mean, we don't want to buy stuff and do stuff, just as long as you show up. I told you guys that in the first part of this year. This year is going to be huge, but we can only do it if you show up and watch these videos. I put that rainwater catchment video up, walked through the whole thing with you guys, and nobody even watched it. Ha! So I'm just telling you, if you guys show up and you watch these videos and you show up and you're like, no matter what, if you just say, oh, I don't want to know about cooking on a wood cook stove, but I'm going to let that thing run in the background while I'm doing my dishes so Doug and Stacy can get credit for it. We can take that and do some huge stuff. And all you had to do was just give us 10, 15, 20 minutes. That's it.
Of your time.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
I know it's funny because we haven't done videos in a while, and it's like on the phone, you look and they're sending like old videos because we've been doing them, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that. He's such a great. Eric is a really nice guy.
Yeah,
one time I was traveling back from Canada, and Eric came up to the airport with his wife and his kid and everything, just to see me as I transitioned through the planes. Caused me to lose my laptop. That's a great story. But I mean, he's just a good dude. Like, he's always there. He's been here to the house, and he came to the Homesteading Life conference, and I don't know, it's just like, he's just a good dude. He's like good people, he's always been part of the community, and they're just good people. So we want to try to do what we can with them. So, all right.
Everyone wants to know.
I watched the rainwater one. Why, thanks, Leslie. I know you guys, anybody that's probably here in the chat, you definitely watched it. And share them too. Sharing really helps out, because you never know when you share a video who could use that information at the time, right? And so then that's how it always goes out. There's the GoFundMe side if you guys want to go crush.
Thank you.
And just make sure you leave it on there that you're a homestead homie and that you wish he gets well. So that way he at least knows that we're rallying for him, and just give him a little tingle. All right. How do I get echinacea? Grow it.
Oh, it's a purple coneflower.
Yeah.
So you can grow it, and it's a perennial. It's that gift that keeps on coming every year, and it comes and gets more and more and more. It's so simple, easy to grow. A lot of different places. So go ahead, and I would grow it and put it somewhere. I wouldn't put it in a pot. I would probably, unless you have like something big, maybe you don't have access to put it outside, but I would grow it outside, and then you have a beautiful wildflower.
East Coast Bob, it's the next comment underneath your comment right now in the live chat, right there, bonfire.com.store/official, all right there. All you do is hit that link and get a t-shirt. We did sell some t-shirts already, so that's not too bad for not even talking about it. So you guys are awesome for that. But we're really excited about these new t-shirts coming out, and we're going to discontinue the old ones. If you guys like the old ones, we're only going to keep one shirt out of the old batch, which is the let food be your medicine. Get closer to your food.
That's my favorite. I like
Get closer to your food is going to be the one we keep from the last run of t-shirts. We're usually probably going to kind of do some t-shirts and then keep one of the most popular ones, and then just kind of keep moving with the ideas. I got 2 really good ideas for some shirts that are coming up soon. So, but that's the shirt right now. and we want to sell the heck out of it. And plus, if you didn't know, see that I like it plain and simple as the chocolate tea. So this is actually going to be like a for the tea, a t-shirt. Here, I'll show you. Is our connection still good? You guys still hearing everything okay? You know, we're running out here offline, you know, off grid, and you know, cell phones and whatnot.
And everyone's wanting to know about the cute little baby here.
I know. She's
laying on the
good.
dog bed. Yeah, she's on the dog bed. She's having a long nap.
She really is sleeping good.
She's had a.
Okay. Here's the packaging. I like it plain and simple. That little window is where the tea will be. And then on the back, it's just got all your information and your nutritional facts and everything. So we have the packaging and we have the tea. And now we just have to get the food people to put the packaging together. And that's going to happen pretty soon. And I'm working on our website, which I've been working on. And the reason why we want to bring you guys this tea is because it's loaded with stuff that's good for you. It tastes fantastic and it's so good for you. Tell them.
It is. It's amazing. It's good for your brain. It just makes you happy. It's like getting a nice warm hug. It's loaded in so many different. It's high in magnesium. I mean, it's cacao and it's the tea and it tastes just like chocolate milk. And the cool thing with it is you can do like I make different tinctures. So I even put some of the tinctures in there because you can't taste them. Doug likes his with maple syrup. I put stevia extract in mine, and it tastes just like you're having a warm, delicious hug. It's like having a treat. It gives you energy, but doesn't have caffeine in it. It's just wonderful. It's
really good. And Kelly, just type in kimchi off grid and it'll come right up. Connections are still good and volume. Sometimes video gets a little blurry. All right, so you guys will have chocolate tea in your future. That's coming up. You know, we're just telling you some of the stuff coming up. We got the t-shirts are going to be up, and that's it. So Stacy lost her job. Please buy all the t-shirts you can.
Yeah, you want to know something? It's weird, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same way, but like I've worked and taught classes since I've been 15 years old.
Never missed it.
The first time. I've always been with people, talking and working with them, and it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm having like a little withdrawal.
It's not powder, Janet. Don't worry, it's not powder.
What's not powder?
You don't use chocolate powder to make it.
No.
It's the hull of the cacao. Cacao. It's all natural.
And they basically roast it just like you roast a coffee bean they use a coffee roaster pretty much. And then it's just the shells and everything that are left over from they make the chocolate coffee.
Oh, Rick just came in here dropping virtual bugs on everybody. Hey, Rick, you dropping virtual bugs on everybody. Damn spell check. Yeah, YouTube did smack down their settings. You got to hit the cogwheel, and you can upgrade it a little bit.
Oh, Bumblebee Johnson says your beer's getting a little gray in it.
It is. It's all this cabin fever, man. Trapped in here with Stacy every day, 24/7. She don't even go to work now.
Oh, you know what? Is it John D. Parsons? She just talk about the connection of YouTube. Remember, they did cut back that a little bit. That might be what it is.
It could be, but you can still go into your settings and you can up your connection. But I doubt if that'll make a difference just because we're running off of a hot spot and, you know, we have a lot of other things going on. So
thank you, Mel. She got Allie a t-shirt.
Thanks, Mel.
Should I put dirt on the ground in a raised bed or put it on a pallet type bottom with plastic tarps to keep the water in?
No, put it on the ground. Don't worry, the water, it's going to be wet all the way through. No worries. Oh, well, you might want to put some hardware cloth down if you have molds, bowls, or anything that tunnels, because it'll come up through the bottom of your bed and then eat all your stuff. Yeah, YouTube toggled everybody back, but like I said, you can go into your settings and change it, and I believe most of that's just on our uploads, but you guys have to look into that. And
then Elizabeth wants to know, can you sprout any seed? When you're sprouting, you can sprout quite a few seeds. Most seeds are going to sprout, but some of them are better than other ones. You know, like radish sprouts sprout very quickly. Your broccoli sprouts are really good. Alfalfa sprouts. A lot of the greens, like mustard seeds, those things are easier. You can do kale and all those. Some of them are easier. And then if you're going to sprout like in a jar, mung beans are really good to do too. So clover. There's lots of seeds. Some of them just sprout easier than others.
So what we were going to talk about on how you can do everything right and still fail, right? Like that totally pertains to the garden. Like you guys could go out there and get your seeds and transplant those tomatoes and everything's going great. And then the weather can take out your whole stuff. So you've done everything right and you're still failing, right?
Right.
Lots of things in life, like you just do everything right and you fail. You know, like even cooking, sometimes you'll follow directions to a T.
And I leave it in the oven and forget it and I burn it or something.
And you fail, right? But also failure, there's really no such thing as failure, in case you didn't know. It's basically the decision that you make to either stop where you're at or to keep going. So there really is no failure. So Stacy and I are going through a little bit of trouble right now with our sheep. We had the barometric pressure change. Was it a week? I think it's been about a week.
1 week ago.
1 week ago. You know, it was not warm or anything, but it really dove down cold. And sure enough, that barometric changed, pressure changed, and our ewe out there, she had her lamb. Okay. Now, this ewe that we have, we already know she's kind of a problem child, but I didn't want to call her. I didn't want to, you know, get rid of her because I was trying to give her a break. Like,
let me say one side note.
Okay.
So last year when she had
I'm going to get to.
I know about the mastitis.
I'm going to get to.
Okay, go ahead. You can finish the story because he's a good storyteller.
So, now I don't even know where I was at. What I said.
About the lamb. She's a problem child.
No, this ewe was a problem child. Okay. The ewe has a lamb. She's had 3 now, I think. And every time she has one, her left udder closes. I think I showed you guys last year, actually, even how to unclog it and what to look for and how the bag was really getting big on the left side, and on the right side, the baby was feeding. So what happens when the milk stays inside the teat bag, even on cows or goats or anything like that, even women, it can cause a problem called mastitis. And then that starts to clog all the pores where the milk comes out, causes infection. And it can be a big problem. It can cause death.
And what we had done before with our ewe, we would milk her and get that out, and then the milk was fine, and then it went down, and we wouldn't have it again.
Yeah, you have to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the decision I made. I thought, hey, I'm going to do everything right. I don't want to cull her because she's a really good mom, actually, and she has very beefy, you know, good babies. She's a very stocky gal, and so she has really good babies. And I thought, you know what, it's not that big of a deal for me to keep an eye on her and, you know, unplug her and all this stuff. So I was going with it. So last year I did it. And then this year I was planning on doing it. You know, the last year's ram is still out there, actually. And she had this new one the other night when the barometer changed. So I was keeping an eye on it. I thought maybe it was working, and it wasn't. And then by the time we got out there to free it up, she had already developed blood in there. So when you start seeing like a strawberry milk, you know, little blood mixed in the milk, do not use that teat, do not use that milk. And from that, you can develop an infection, and she'll actually spike a temperature, and then it's game over, right? Now, we could do heavy antibiotics, okay? That's not going to clean up the mastitis. It's going to stop the infection and break it loose there, but she's still going to have it again when she bursts.
We're going to have to keep milking her.
Always a problem,
right? To get rid of all that.
It actually go to the lamb. If they drink the infected milk, it could actually cause a problem with the lamb. Okay, so here we are. We're like 2 days in, 3 days in. The bag's infected. The baby's not getting the milk, and we're trying to do everything that we can. But we're worried now that she might start to run a fever, and then we will lose out. We won't even get the meat. Like it's totally nothing. Like totally lost. So we made a decision on the spot to call her, okay, and to take on the responsibility of bottle feeding the lamb, which we have never done here. In the 10 years we've been here, in 9 years, I've raised lambs on this property. I've had a bottle lamb maybe once or twice, but I never did it. I gave it to somebody who wanted to invest time in it, because Stacy does her thing, you know, working in town 2 days a week, and I'm doing my thing, working on the farm, and I just didn't want to commit to it. Okay, because these are the decisions that you guys are going to have to make. You're going to have to make these decisions. And I decided that it wasn't, you know, the benefit wasn't a payoff. So I let them go off to another place, and then they brought them up and did whatever they did with them. This time I decided we were going to go ahead and do it.
Because I'm not working.
Yeah.
So,
Right. So we said, she's going to take care of it. It's going to be her baby. So, we know pretty much how to do it. I mean, we're pretty hip to what we're doing. We've been doing this for 10 years and we're pretty smart people. We catch on quick. And then, we were having some troubles with it. So I said, hey, do some YouTube, just check it out just in case we're missing something. So she's watching all these videos and we're doing everything right. We're doing all this stuff. We put the molasses on the finger and that wasn't even in any videos. We put it on the nipple. Nothing seemed to work.
I tried 4 different bottles. Yep. I've done everything. I mean,
we're doing all these nipples. We got like 4 nipples over there, different baby bottles, everything, trying. We're doing everything right, but we're failing.
And the little lamb is just like lockjaw, won't even totally, she will not take it for whatever, you rub her throat, you do everything. I mean, all these people are like, oh, you just kind of do it a little bit, you might have to coax it a little bit. Open the mouth. I mean, then it's gotten to the point where she closes her mouth and she will not even let us do anything. I mean, like,
no, seriously, we're watching videos and they're like, oh, this lamb's like 2 days old and its mama won't have it, it's rejected it. And they just saying, all you do is take the bottle and the baby's like, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, we're doing that. Our baby's like, no. So we gave up.
Well, then I even did the free choice.
Yeah, we tried that too. That was no good.
Water. She's been eating hay. She's been nibbling on some grain and stuff because she's not even a week old now.
Yeah.
So I put some free choice out there. I mean, she doesn't want nothing to do with.
So we gave up. And then I thought,
let me tell you one more thing. Okay. So the other thing I did was I have a fur coat on. I'm squatting down. I'm getting down like I'm the mommy, and I put her between my legs. I tried to stick the nipple between here. I mean, I've tried everything you could ever imagine. I'm trying to get her, and she will not do it. So what your idea was to.
Okay, so then I said, we're just, first off, sheeps are the worst as far as sharing motherhood. Okay, goats. Highly overrated, but they do share pretty good. You can usually find a goat that will take a baby that's not theirs. Sheep, it's almost impossible. I mean, I'm sure there are these cases. Somebody say, oh no, I've done it before. But sheep are probably the hardest. They're all about the smell. They're all about the sound. Yeah. They have a call. The baby knows it. All these things go into play, and they reject. They will not have it. So we had to actually hold them, wrestle. I had to wrestle them while Stacy put the lamb on the teat. And so we're starting to kind of puppy dog it along, that way. And, but that's not really working that good because, go ahead. Because
whenever we come in there, they like run away because they think Doug's going to wrestle them to try to get them. Because then we're thinking, well, maybe if we do it enough, then when the mom smells the baby, and it'll kind of smell like her because she's been drinking her milk without. Well, maybe that'll work.
Yeah, as soon as the milk passes through their body and they start to poop it out, the mother catches that scent and she knows her milk and she starts to realize that's her baby. So we're hoping that would be the case. We could actually kind of muscle it through, kind of baby it along, and then she would actually eventually start taking it, but that's not going to work. So now we're back to the bottle. And what we found out too is that on these red nipples that you guys are going to get, because everyone's going to need these if you have any kind of livestock, you have to clip the ends of them a little bit so they can produce more milk out of there. So you just take a toothpick and run it through the inside and then snip it off with a scissors, and you'll create a little hole on there. And then this nipple is a little, the more you come down the hole, the wider that hole gets and the more milk will come out. So we snipped this a little bit more, gave her a little bit more room here. She's still not actually taking it like front on like she's supposed to. It's like we're doing the side stuff and all this just to try to get her to take it. But every day she doesn't get the amount of milk she needs, she's going backwards in her health. And there's going to come this point where she won't even be a valuable ewe, right? Because she's had so much problems and everything getting going, right? That she's going to be a bad immune system basically because she hasn't been getting the proper nutrients, so she won't be a valuable ewe. So we're trying to make sure we stay on top of her feeding and everything. So she's in the house now. She's sleeping on the doggy bed. She's been sleeping this whole time an hour, which is kind of weird.
Little baby.
She's probably really tired.
Yeah, because we put her out there with the other ones, and it's so sad because she tries to make her little and then she runs to a mom, and then mom's headbutt her. Oh, it's so sad. And then even we have some young lambs, males. And she's going underneath them, trying to punch their backs, but they're not a girl. So, but it's just poor little thing, and she just doesn't have anybody. So we're her somebody, so we have to take care of her. So we're gonna have to feed her in a little bit too.
Yeah. So actually, I was hoping that she would like wake up, and then we could do it and show you guys like what we're talking about.
You need to wake up.
She's kind of chilling.
Yeah, she's had a busy day today.
All right.
She was outside running around and playing, and the dogs love her to death. So that's our little, and it's been a lot of work. So that's what we've been dealing with, our little baby.
Yeah. So when you guys get into homesteading, you know, if you're going to have some of the things you guys are going to go through, and you just have to make these calls for yourself. Every homestead is different. Every situation is different. Every person has a different idea on what they want to do and how their homestead's going to look and operate. So get some milk replacer with whatever animals you have, and get those little teat things. So just in case you have an emergency at your homestead. I'm just reading your comments. Awkward silence. So yeah, get your t-shirts. The moral of today's video, get your t-shirts and keep getting them. Get one for your friends and family. All cabin right there. Plain and simple. Off grid with Doug and Stacy. And then when the new ones come out, make sure you get those. And no, we're not scheduling any regular live videos now. Nope. We thought we'd pop on here because it's been a minute. Thanks, Rick. And just to kind of touch base with you guys and just see what's going on. Because I know a lot of you guys are, you know, another thing, guys, fear causes bad immune systems. Stress causes bad immune systems. You know, turn your TV off. Watch some YouTube videos. Watch your normal stuff that you normally watch. The virus is going to go everywhere. What you can do about it. That's what happens. Okay. Only thing you can do now is make sure your immune system's in check. You know, follow those other guidelines about washing your hands and all that stuff. Don't blow your sneezes all over people. It's common sense stuff. Same thing with the flu. Everybody knows that. Right? So just make sure you're staying vigilant. Keep your immune systems up. That's what's going to make the difference. This is your time to empower yourself and take care of yourself. Seriously. Yeah. So we wanted to come on and cut your sugar down, get your sleep, get movement, get out in the sun, make sure you're eating live food. Yeah. Totally. And so we just wanted to get on here. This is a good one. Take cold showers. Cold showers. Good. Look up, I always, Wim Hof, WIMHOFF, Wim Hof. He's got an Instagram and YouTube, blah, blah, blah. You can learn how to do the breath. Just do the breathing exercises. You'll feel amazing and what it does for your whole body and what it does to your brain and your whole body chemistry and everything. But check it out, and then start warm, and then you can go ahead and go to the cold shower. Come on, baby. She needs to be down on her legs. She might have to pee. She probably will. I think she's probably got to pee. Well, take her out to pee then, because we don't want her peeing in the house. We don't have a diaper to put on her. We don't have no kids. I told her to look for one of the grandbabies' diapers. Well, they didn't have one. So she's taking her out for a potty break. We wanted to touch base with you guys. Hopefully you got a little bit of something out of this video. Main thing is, even though you do everything right and you might fail, don't give up. Adjust and then go back at it. And then there's sometimes, guys, guess what? It's just not going to work out. It's just the way things are. Everything just doesn't work out because you click your heels together and you want it to. And you do everything right. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. You just brush it off and move on down the line. So thanks for watching our videos. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being a subscriber to our channel. Man, it means a lot to us that we can hang out with you guys and, you know, exchange information and share stories. And that's what it's all about, right? Community. So thanks for listening to our 1 hour of whatever. And if you guys got any questions, or if you're watching this video after we've already done the live show, leave your questions down in the comment section. We try to answer all of our comments. We do get a lot of them, but we do the best that we can. And if you want to ask a more serious, or, you know, really want your question answered, you can always email us and we try to answer those as well. Have a great day, right? Work on your immune system, get off the sugar, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Boom.